Dear friends and members of Heart to Soul Prayer Partners for Peace, this is a personal video, a private video, that my heart has been guided to record for you. Firstly, to say thank you. To say thank you from Mother Earth for agreeing to join the Friends of the Heart to Soul Prayer Partners for Peace family. And that's what we are. We are a family of like-minded spiritual friends who come with a variety of skills, teachings, but more importantly, we come in the name of love, to share love, to support one another through love. And the channel was set up especially by Mother Earth for a collective response from all of God's family, regardless of their belief or none, to send love, light and blessing to Jerusalem, the heart chakra of the world that is being torn apart by man's inhumanity to man, through greed, selfishness, and the desire to control the heart and soul of God's children. I would like to read to you the introduction to a little book I was guided to do back in 2005 under the inspirations of Magdalena for the therapists that I was guided to train with Magdalena in embracing the Christ energies in divine service. This little booklet is a prayer booklet incorporating the ancient morning and evening prayers of our brother and sister Essenes of Egypt, going back 8,000 years. But in the beginning of the book, it says, what is friendship? A friend is like a tower strong. A friend is like the joyous song that helps us on our way. When golden ties of friendship bind the heart to heart, the mind to mind, how fortunate are we. For friendship is a noble thing. It soars past death on angels' wings into eternity. God blesses friendships, holy bond both here and in the great beyond, a benefit unpriced. Then may we know that a wondrous joy, that precious ore without alloy, a friendship based on Christ, by Kevin Mayhew. But on the next page, there was a specific message from Jesus, the barefoot Galilean, the Jewish carpenter, son, who paid the price for your freedom and mine. And he says, be my witnesses. And that's what we are on Heart to Soul. We're witnessing to selfless love. Or are we? Or are we using the channel purely for selfish reasons? To hoard the gifts that we were given freely and promote our business interests? Or are we using our gifts to empower one another, remain grounded, protected, loved, and secure in the knowledge that as a loving child of God, we are valued, we are respected, and that our life matters? Or does it? And Jesus says, if you feel overburdened, overtaxed, draw on me for strength, for understanding and for wisdom, and I will give you the answer. Turn to me and seek my help. How lovely is that? And he says, turn to me and seek my help over every test and every trial. I will deliver you from all that would drag you down, if you would only let me. and will call upon me for help. How can you know if that help is available unless you try it out and see what happens? How can you know my wondrous love and care unless you place yourself in my hands and seek my love and care? My word rings clear as a bell, he says. All it needs is your wholehearted, positive faith to prove the wonder and glory of it for all to see. Be my witness, be my channel, be my hands, be my feet. Open yourself up and be absolutely fearless. Let me work in and through you. With love, Jesus. What is that saying to you now as a member and friend of the Heart to Soul Prayer Partners for Peace? Many of us have never met, some of us have. Some of you have come here for respite, on retreat, time out, sat in the garden, had a picnic, enjoyed listening to the birds singing, enjoyed the walk in the woodlands, enjoyed watching or feeding the hens. You came here, or you joined us in Heart to Soul, hopefully to share your love, to be a friend, to honor the divine within you, and to give effortlessly and selflessly the love that was given to you, that was paid for by a hefty price. And the price was your brother Jesus, who walked to the cross so that you and I could be free. We are living in a beautiful world, but sadly, as you know and I know from watching the BBC World News or reading the media, the world is in crisis. Why is that? It must begin with me. We must never blame the other person, because what we're feeling, if it's negative and hurtful and destructive, then we're actually projecting that onto society. So we need to take responsibility. And one way of exercising that duty of responsibility in the care of ourselves and sharing that caringness and lovingness with others is to be practical and supportive, and not become a taker where we expect others to see our needs and become arrogant and dishonest. The fact that you're part of this loving family means that you are interested, that you want to be involved. Please come on board. Please share your skills. Because when we have an orchestra with just drummers or flutes, it's not an orchestra. It's a cacophony of sound that's deafening. But when each person brings their skill, their love, their light, their blessing, their namaste, their Om Shanti, how insignificant those gifts may appear to you may be actually a soul savior for another. Please go into your silence and ask your highest self to speak to your heart and see in what way can you help support your brothers and sisters, and let Heart to Soul, that is funded by us, to bring Mother Earth's love to a much wider community, where we protect the animal kingdom, where we safeguard the integrity of the individual, where I, as a member of the Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans, despite all the negative criticism and rejection, we are resolute in our resolve to follow in the footsteps of the Barefoot Galilean, endorsing the simplicity of Francis, where we embrace the divine, not in wonderful buildings and cathedrals, but in nature. Join us, share with us, and make this world a truly beautiful place that it is. Thank you.